Oh, thank you for tuning in to 26 Sports. It's your host, Mike Redder. We're online with the recap of Canelo Munguia. It was a good fight. It was exciting. Munguia definitely showed a lot of heart, and Canelo got the victory by unanimous decision. So let me know what you guys feel. Get in the chat. Of course, I got my guest co-host tonight, Nayka. Everybody knows her. If you don't, you probably got cussed
Yeah.
out and you decided to stay away.
And
But
you
yes,
got blocked. But even though I blocked these people, they still find a way to take a peek on my page, because if my page is not private, they can see it off the internet. So yeah.
well, you know how people do. You know how this generation is
Yeah.
now. But yeah, so what did you think of the fight? How did you see it? And were you impressed, or how did you see the fight?
I was actually impressed by Mungia. He did a little bit better, like we were saying before we came on here, than we thought he would. He got a nice couple of clean licks in there
Definitely.
on on Canelo. So I was just like, wait a minute now. But then he started feeling himself too much, and then
Yeah.
Canelo was like, no, 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 no. Let me remind you who you in the ring with, and then down he went.
As they
So, but he
said,
still did good. So you don't have anything to be ashamed of, because
exactly.
this is Canelo we're talking about. We're not talking about the guy around the corner, So yeah, he did actually really good.
He did.
So
He did better than I think most thought. Um, he did, as a lot of them said. He felt himself a little too much in that fourth round. I think he got
hmm
greedy, and he got caught. Man, it was just it was he was doing really good. Of course, as I thought it would be an exciting fight, he was bringing the action, but yeah, he just got caught and got dropped. And I think at that point, it all just changed for him. At that point, it switched the whole
do
fight
you
up.
think he got caught because he started feeling himself, and he got
Well,
he's just like, hold up now,
he
I'm
was
getting some
throwing a
clean
lot.
hits in here.
Yeah, he was throwing a lot, and I think he was like, "Hey, I'm able to land some of these punches. I'm making them work." And I
Yeah.
think Canelo was just sitting there like, "Watch, watch," and then
Why'd you?
real
Yeah.
quick, yeah, because you could see when he hit him, he like knew. Okay, I knew that was gonna happen. And Munguia, if you've seen that picture that they posted already, his eyes were like, "Oh shit, I just got caught."
Oh no, I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
it's the one where he's on the ground.
Uh,
He looks like surprised at how bad it was. So I mean, it was him getting greedy. He's young. He's young still. He's still, was it 27? And I think that's what surprised him. I just sent you the picture right now. But yeah, he's young. He's
where on
27.
Instagram? Okay, on
I
sorry. Let
texted
me
it
see.
to you. Yeah,
Uh, oh no.
yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
but he don't have anything to be ashamed of, because what's crazy is I was like typing like what he was doing in the fourth round, because I was like, third round he got a couple of nice flurries of clean shots off on Canelo.
Yep,
So I was just like, okay, Monkey, you're right. You in the game.
yep.
Fourth
He,
round, Mungia ate like a clean punch from Canelo, and as I was typing that, then boom,
yeah.
he got knocked down. So yeah.
It's
Oh.
it was a good opening for him. Out of those first three, I gave him two of those first three rounds. He was
Mm-hmm.
working. He was using his jab, and then I think once Canelo figured it out, that was it. Because little by little, his jab started coming more. He started throwing more punches, and then the fourth round, he just caught him with that right uppercut, and it. It was done. Um,
It was the uppercut, yeah.
yeah.
Ooh. But they asked him at the end. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if they asked him in Spanish, because I didn't hear it because I had it really low. But the question they were trying to ask him, they were saying, if you think if you were fighting somebody else in this fight right here, the way it went, excuse me, that you would have got the call? And he said, yeah. So, but I don't
It
think he
wasn't
would
that
have.
close. It wasn't. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
competitive.
I was like to myself, I don't,
It,
you
it, it
did
was.
good, but you didn't do good to like get the call, even if it
Yeah,
was somebody else and it went the same way.
and
No.
you know what? If he landed the shots that he did on somebody else, he may have knocked him down and stopped him. Um, I,
Yeah, but
but you're
Canelo has
fighting
a
Canelo.
chin.
Yeah, it's who you're
Yeah,
fighting.
Canelo.
So it it was just he was in the fight. He was competitive. He landed really good shots. He put in good work. But Canelo was just that much better than him throughout the fight.
See, I gave So you said you gave him the first like two out of the first three rounds.
Yeah.
So did I. And then the fourth round, he got knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fifth round, I feel like they were both trying to catch it. There, like that was a
Breath.
breather for both of them.
Yeah.
They were both taking the round off and just like, it was an off round, a swing round. And then, the seventh round was a really good round for Munguia as well. He did good, but he didn't do enough to say that if it was Canelo was another opponent that he would
Yeah.
have won. Like he would have got the call. He would not have got the call because you didn't. He didn't do
He
enough.
didn't do enough. No, it was. I'm trying to think here. I gave him first round, third round. The sixth round was a little close too as well. I want to say one of the last four rounds I gave him one. So I gave him four rounds in total. So it might have been the sixth and the ninth. Besides the first and the third, but it was his rounds were good rounds for the stronger pace and action. But the rounds that Canelo won by just landed more accurate shots, putting in better work,
Yeah,
and that was
his
it.
he people feel like he's not busy enough, but I feel like he's very accurate. Kind of
Yep.
like Terrence Crawford. They're both accurate with
Yeah.
their selections and shots that they take and tank as well. So
Yeah.
all the shots that he took, they all landed.
Yeah.
he
One
didn't
guy's
miss
gonna
that
throw
much.
100
At least
shots.
not that I really.
Yeah. One guy could throw 100 shots but land five. Canelo could throw 15 but land 8 or 9. So
Yeah, exactly.
and that's how it
So
looked to me. It was good though. I mean, it was exciting, and I think towards the end, I do feel like Canelo may have carried him a little bit. Like he didn't want to hurt him
yeah,
too bad.
that's what we were saying before we came on. We were like, I think Canelo really likes this kid. And also he's Mexican as well. That's
Yeah,
why I feel he probably didn't have a lot of Mexican opponents during
yeah,
his professional career. And you could tell even like at the weigh-in that he really respected the kid and
yeah,
really liked him because like tapped him on the shoulder, like
yeah,
like giving you a shot here, kid. It's
yeah,
like he respects him, so he could have got him out of there. I feel,
yeah.
but he took it. He
He took
took
it
it
easy.
easy on him.
I,
So
I thought he was going to at some point, but yeah, I feel like he just took it a little bit easier. Uh, didn't want to finish him off in those last couple rounds, and then just said, "Yep, that's it, and let's go."
yeah, because Munguia didn't do any like shit talking, trash talking, and really he didn't really do any of that. So Canelo was just like he's not gonna like do him like Charlos and
Yeah,
like the ones that were talking like crazy. So he definitely carried him and
yeah.
didn't want to put him out of there like he could have. So you know, it is
And
what it is.
one of the comments I think I've seen from some, I want to say it was Ishe. He said that Charlos would have got Munguia out of there. Honestly, this Munguia, I think, would have beat the Charlos. That's just the way I see it. From this one to what those ones are at this point.
So yeah, I just feel like Canelo could have, but he didn't want to.
Yeah,
So it's a difference.
yeah,
He could have, but he didn't want to. He respects the kid and he likes him, so he wasn't gonna put like
a
he
beating.
already knocked him down, so he was just like I think he learned his lesson not to feel himself like
Yeah,
that.
that's probably what Canelo told him when it ended when they were talking. He probably told him,
He's like, mira,
"You,
cálmate.
you need to learn to relax. Like
Yeah.
you were doing good, but chill out, bro." So yeah,
But I was seeing briefly on Twitter before we came on live, like who they want to see Munguia fight next, and a lot of people were saying Benavidez, and I would actually really like to see him fight Benavidez if Benavidez doesn't get to fight Canelo. But that's the fight we really want. We
everybody
want
wants that.
Canelo and
I love it.
Benavidez. That's just before you guys start getting your panties in a bunch. We want Canelo versus Benavidez, but that doesn't happen. I wouldn't mind seeing Benavidez against Munguia. What about you?
I wouldn't mind it,
No.
but at this point, it needs to be Canelo Benavidez. Like, unless Benavidez
No,
gets
nobody
cut.
wants to entertain any other fight to talk. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't even want to talk about any other fight besides the one we really want, which is the Canelo
Yeah.
Benavidez fight.
Like if Benavidez gets cut or something, his fight where he can't be in the ring in September, I don't think there's anybody else out there that I want to see Canelo fight. I don't want to see Berlanga. I really don't. I mean,
Me neither. I'm
that
sorry. I don't know. Don't stop trying to sell me that fight
that
because I don't want to see Berlanga and Canelo. I don't.
Berlanga hasn't done anything
Nothing.
to show me that he could do it. Um, and
No,
and
I don't.
and him dissing Plant, I think Plant beats him too. Like honestly,
Yeah,
I
like you know what? I want to see Plant and Berlanga. I want to see that. That's the fight I want to see. I don't want to see Berlanga and Canelo. I want to see Plant and Berlanga.
I want to see
That's what I want.
I want to see Pacheco and Berlanga. That's what I want to see. I want to see that one because
Yeah, that's.
that's
But I feel like I want to see Plant fight again, and I want to see him beat Berlanga because I feel like Berlanga needs to be humbled. I don't know. I just feel like he needs to be humbled.
yeah. I just don't
He's not
think
the monster that people are making him out. That he's making
no, he's not.
himself out to
He's
be.
not. Like I don't think he's a terrible fighter, like as bad as everybody says. But I don't think he's there. He's definitely not earned that fight. Um, he hasn't beaten anybody that I would say, "Yep, that you deserve it. You beat that guy that he put you in." Like no, like Munguia fought Ryder, who was at least someone that was in the top 10. Berlanga hasn't fought nobody that you could say, "Oh, for sure, that's a guy that could give this guy problems or that guy problems." It's not that. So I want to see Canelo Benavidez. I don't want to see Berlanga. I don't want to see any of these other guys. Just yeah, give me that one. That's all I want to see.
But
That's all.
I guess Berlanga's convinced that he's gonna get the fight next. So I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
And
So
honestly,
I'm trying to sell it to.
if we get it, I think that fight doesn't go past 5 rounds. Like I just think Canelo at some point hurts him
Yeah,
so
wait.
bad.
I don't want to see it. So I don't even want to predict what round
No,
because I don't even want to
it,
see
it
it.
doesn't go past 5. And I think
I don't want to see it.
I think once Berlanga fights the top 10, he probably doesn't beat any of those guys. He doesn't beat Plant. He doesn't beat Munguia. He doesn't beat Pacheco. He definitely doesn't beat Benavidez. I don't see him beating anybody at these guys at 168 that are in the top. So
That's why I want to see him fight Plant. For like, I feel like Plant would just like maybe humble him,
yeah, because I
and
don't
then
think Plant would maybe knock him out. I don't think he would knock him out, but I think he would beat him so soundly throughout the fight.
I think he can knock him out. I think he can knock him out.
Well, you know what? I've never seen Berlanga's chin
He's
truly
he's
tested, so maybe. Oh well,
yeah
no, you know
because
what? He's been dropped
remember when
before.
he. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He's been
you're right.
dropped
You're right.
before. Remember Caleb Plant knocked out
Bro,
Darrell.
that was violent.
Yeah, so he has it in him to
Yeah,
do so. So yeah,
and
it
then
could happen.
he's pissed off enough with Berlanga for him talking. So yeah, um,
Yeah, so I they could cook that fight for me. That fight, cook it up. I want to see that one. I don't want to see
give
no
me
Belinga and no Canelo.
give me Canelo Benavidez, give me Plant and Berlanga on the same card, and then you know what? Let the winners fight.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one.
Yep, give me those, and then do what you do after. Now the rest of the card. How'd you see the rest of the card? What'd you think of Barrios and Maidana? I like your little picture that you put up of Barrios after.
No, that picture was that wasn't
That
of
wasn't meant
any
for
of the fighters.
Barrios. Oh,
That was Tang Po. Look
yeah,
at
I
it
know.
again. That remember
Yeah,
from the
but I
movie
thought you were saying because it
Kickboxer?
looked like Berlanga.
No, I
I
feel
mean,
like
not
he
Berlanga,
looks like
Barrios.
Munguia. No, I feel like he looks like Munguia.
I
Look
mean,
at the picture. Look at the picture.
he
He looks
does,
like
but I've seen
Munguia.
the long hair, so I'm just thinking.
Yeah, the long no, but if you put that ponytail on Munguia, that is Tang Po.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
But how'd you see that fight?
To be honest, I didn't really pay attention to that one that much. I was like running around doing stuff. Um, but I did see when he was given the like the post interview, his eye
Oh,
was all
his
fucked
eye
up and
was
stuff.
closed.
But
Yeah, he won it
he
clearly.
had to earn that win. Looks like
Yeah, he won it clearly. Maidana moved a lot, landed some shots now and then, but he moved. He's not his brother. He's not Marcos for sure.
Okay.
He's not that.
See, that's the bad thing about having siblings or like a father
Yeah.
or this anybody that's like family.
You got to bring it.
in boxing, you have to live up to their name, no matter if you're just a
How?
cousin. Even it doesn't have to be your brother. If you're a cousin and you have to say, you everybody knows that you're my cousin. You gotta beat somebody's ass. You cannot
Yeah.
be half stepping. So it's really bad. So the first thing you said that, yeah, he's not his brother. See that?
Yeah, it's because I'm thinking his brother's probably like, dude, you gotta bring it. You have to bring it for this fight, and he didn't. So, um, yeah, it was not entertaining. What's up, Christine? What's up, Marquise? Um,
Hey.
for Figueroa and Magdaleno, that was another slower fight, but that body shot was
But that body shot, I did
that,
I did catch that body shot. I was
that
like,
was
ooh, he was in
crucial.
pain. He was down for a while too.
Yeah, that was
He,
crucial. Like,
he, he I don't even think he contemplated about even getting up.
well, I think he tried, but that's when he
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 was
he
he
kicked his
like he just
legs.
lifted up like that. He just squished his
Yeah,
ass together and then let it go.
he kicked his legs, and I think he said, "Yeah, no, that's not happening."
No,
Yeah,
it's not gonna work. Yeah.
yeah, I think Abner Mars said that looked like De Loya when Hopkins caught him with the body shot, and he just shook his legs and knew he couldn't get up, and yeah, that
Yeah,
was.
those body shots.
Uh,
So, like, how do you think Canelo did as far as like body work? Because when I saw how Munguia was like, his body, his shape, I feel like he looked soft, and I feel like, ooh, I was like saying to myself, Canelo's gonna like tear his
I
body up,
I think
but
I think it's some to the point of him carrying him because he
yeah,
landed some body shots on him and you could see it hurt and then he didn't follow up.
yeah.
He was just like, okay,
Yeah, he was just like, oh, okay, I hurt the kid, so let me like.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah, because there was a few
Canelo
where he
was he
landed it
he
and he
likes he
just
likes he likes Munguia. He took it real easy on him, man. Because that's what I was saying. I was like, when Canelo starts working on the body, he goes in.
yeah,
So when I saw him and give one good body shot, and Munguia felt it, you saw him drop his hands and
yeah,
everything, and Canelo just like looked at him and didn't even follow up. So I was just like, oh, he's taking it easy on him
yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
So
So
Munguia's on the good side of Canelo because he let him like skate on
he
by,
let him stay. Yeah, we
hmm
need somebody to piss Canelo off again because that's well,
And
I
to see,
mean
the thing is, you know, you could tell he really likes the kid that much because the way Oscar was trying to piss Canelo off, a lot of people were saying, you know what, he's gonna take it out on
I
Munguia
thought
in
the
the
same.
ring. Yeah, but he didn't. He didn't. He took it easy on him.
Well,
So, I think whatever he has with Oscar, he's gonna keep the energy for Oscar. He's not gonna take it out on anybody else.
yeah,
So,
so.
because that would
Uh,
have been the perfect time to do it. Was
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, he might start beating on Munguia, screaming Oscar's name at him or something, but
yeah,
it
mira,
didn't go that way. It didn't
viva
go that way.
Mexico, yeah.
Yeah,
Viva
and,
Mexico, cabrones.
and yeah, Todd Canelo definitely could have stopped him and finished him in the mid rounds. I think after that knockdown, but yeah, he took it easy on him after a while, I believe, and let the kid survive. But the kid showed heart. He hung in there. He took some solid punches too. I mean, that probably would have knocked down most fighters. So I give him credit. I look forward to seeing Munguia come back in the ring.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm looking forward to see Canelo, but it has to just be Benavidez. Don't give me
But you
nobody
see,
else.
with this fight, I feel like, even though we know Canelo took it easy on him, he didn't like. We still. I don't know if I'm speaking for both of us, but I feel like Munguia still looked like he was trying to win. Unlike
Yes,
Charlo, like, he didn't look like he was there to win.
well,
Munguia did. He was trying to like
it,
give Canelo the business, but it just
it wasn't there.
the fourth round. It was like,
It, it's the old Mexican saying "morir en el rayo," where you might be getting your ass kicked, whatever, but you're gonna go out and you're gonna try. And he was. He was giving it a good effort, a game effort. He did what he could, but yeah, it was just Canelo would sit there and be like, okay, he's gonna move here. Here's the uppercut. Here's the body shot. Here's the
yeah,
left hook, and it was like, all right, I gotta back up because
yeah.
he's catching
He
me
took
again.
it easy on him.
Yeah, so
So
he definitely let him hang around, but yeah, he did a good job, man. I mean, I was impressed with him to that point. I know a lot of people are saying that it was that it wasn't as good as it was, uh, but we haven't seen Canelo in I guess that type of exciting fight in a while. Um, but it was exciting to me. I enjoyed it. It was worth it. We all have
See,
paid. Yeah,
Christine said, "Look, she goes. I don't think Canelo took it easy on Munguia. Easy. Munguia was a dangerous young lion. Canelo just seasoned and crafty. Yeah, but we were saying that we don't feel like he was following up on a lot of
yeah,
like stuff that we could see that he hurt Munguia. He didn't put the kill switch on
yep.
after that. Like you know.
There was a
So that's
couple.
what I mean by
The
take it
body
easy.
shots,
Like
especially that. There's
yeah,
one in the middle
because Canelo's a
rounds.
body work man.
Yeah,
You know.
and that's what it is.
It was
Rocky
one when
Fielding.
I played the playback. It was one clean body shot that you could see it hurt Munguia
Yep.
so bad. He dropped his
And
glove,
he took a couple
and
steps back.
then yeah, and then Canelo didn't cash in. So I was just like, oh yeah, you know what?
Because
He liked this kid.
yeah, because in the third round, that was when Munguia caught him with that right hand against the ropes, right? When he sent Canelo's head back against the ropes a little bit towards the end of the third.
That was a ninth round, I think.
No, early in the fight before he got knocked down.
Oh, early. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was the third round, and I think at that point, I think Canelo
Yeah, third round.
realized.
I said Munguia gets a flurry of clean punches off. Is what
Yeah,
I wrote.
yeah,
So
it was
that
the third
be the
round.
third.
So I
Yeah.
think that's when Canelo's probably said, "I know I could take his punches, and I know, I know what to do." Because once he took that shot, I remember I was like, "Oh shit!" And then he was just like, "Well, all right." And that's when he realized he could take him, and he just went to work. But he could have done more. Yes, he did enough. He did more than enough, which I liked because it wasn't like the Charlo fight where I think once he knew he won and Charlo wasn't going to try to push forward to make a tougher fight, Canelo just kind of
Yeah.
took it easy. He didn't do that this time. He took it at him, kept working, um, countered every time that Munguia had something, and it's like he didn't let him get no momentum at all. Every time uh, Munguia had something,
Because he was
Canelo
starting
just
to
catch him.
feel himself in the third
Yeah,
round. In the
yeah.
third round, he was starting to feel himself, and then Canelo came back in the fourth round to humble him and be like,
And humbled the
you know
shit
what's
out
going
of him.
on here. Let's not play crazy.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. It was a good fight. It was fun. The card was okay, I guess. That first fight I really liked with Stanionis and Maestre. I felt it was a little closer.
He took a couple of
Yeah.
he took a pretty good beating because I was like seeing after the fight.
Yeah, he was busting up.
But he had a long layoff too, right? It's
Yeah,
how long? Like 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
So
So
it was a good
he got to
fight.
stay more active.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But
his situation was the whole Virgil
yeah,
and
the
back and
Virgil
forth there,
piece
injuries and
and
everything.
he had a
So
surgery. Didn't he have
yeah,
surgery too or
so
something?
yeah, Stadionis was the first time he had the appendectomy. So when they rescheduled it,
Yeah,
Virgil had gotten sick, so they rescheduled again,
yeah.
and then Virgil got sick again.
And that
So
all was like that was all the span of the 2 years. Like
yeah,
damn, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That I think that did him more damage than good, obviously.
yeah. But he looked good
He
for being out 2 years, and
yeah.
so it was good. Jesus Ramos on the undercard as well. It was on the prelims. He did
The
good.
yeah.
Got the stoppage.
It was on the YouTube card on the PBC.
Yeah, and on Prime.
Yeah, on Prime.
Yeah.
The
Yep, he
Milnicki
was
was
on it
on.
too. Yeah, he got his two good knockdowns
That was a
early.
good fight for him too. That
Yeah,
was a good like tough fight that he needed.
he he,
Um,
he definitely still needs a little bit more, but he's improving. He's getting better.
yeah, and that's
And
why
he
he
did good
needed
in
he
there.
needed this fight. Yeah,
As long as he stays active, the main thing that we've all talked about, staying active for all of these fighters. Unless you're Tank, you're Canelo, you're Crawford, you're one of these guys, you need to fight 3 times a year at least, because you can't be fighting once or 2 times in a year and a half and think that's enough. You got to be active. So the more active they are, the better it looks. So I was happy about that. Now, real quick, we'll switch over to just earlier in the day, Tank and
oh
Frank, the press
yeah,
conference.
the press conference. Ooh, that was so spicy, wasn't it? Oh my god, I'm ready
How'd
for
you like
that
that?
one. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. Like as soon as Tank walked on the stage and walked up, I was just like, oh yeah, this is,
Yeah.
sip my drink and eat my popcorn.
Yeah.
They're already selling I
They
think they
sold it
already sold the fight like
right away.
They don't need to do any more promo. Like that was enough to sell the fight for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, Frank didn't look scared," and then some people saying, "Oh, Frank looked like he had nervous energy." So my opinion is, I feel like this is the first time that Frank Martin has been pounding on these big, big, big lights.
Yeah.
And he might have been a little bit nervous, but I don't think it was because he was scared. It was
No.
more so, but like this was a big moment, and it's just natural nerves that people have, like human beings have.
Yep.
Not that he was scared. I don't think he was scared. So
if there was nerves, it was just like, damn, there's a lot of cameras in here, as
yeah, like
opposed to
this is the
opposed to,
big
oh shit,
leagues
it's
now
Tank.
type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was more
So
of like, damn, there's
people
a lot
say
of
it was
people.
more so this was the first time in the big lights like that.
Yeah. So Christina, I'll answer your question real quick. Canelo and Benavidez, if they were to fight, I still think, I don't know, it's a close fight. Canelo would probably be the slight favorite, but I think if it goes to the decision, Canelo, anything before, I think it's Benavidez. If it's a stoppage.
I'm seeing her question that she's saying, what y'all think about Canelo's answer
Oh,
about Ben? Yeah.
no, he needs to. I get it. I get what he's saying. I don't like it when he says it that way because it does make it sound like he's ducking him. But I get what he's saying.
I don't think he's ducking him. I think he knows how big this fight is and how much
Yeah.
money he can get out of it. I keep saying
Yeah.
that to people. Like
I think the
I
same,
feel
but
like
it's just the way he says
knows.
it.
Yeah, the way he says, but maybe I think is the way he says it in English doesn't come off right. But I
Yeah.
feel like he said like, okay, I fought
The money's
everybody.
right, yeah.
I'm in the position to do what I want. So I know the people want this fight, so I'm gonna demand the money that I want for
Yeah.
it. And the money's out there, so if he gets it, then you can't even be mad at him.
Yeah.
So,
And I get and you know what?
I don't think he's ducking him.
If we're gonna be real, everybody always makes a big thing about Floyd. I'm a big Floyd guy, big fan. But let's be honest, if you want to talk about when Canelo's fought certain people, when did Floyd fight certain people? He fought Berto. What was Berto? He fought Ortiz when he got the Berto win, but Ortiz wasn't that long from getting wiped by Maidana. Every fighter has taken on a fight where we were like, Guerrero was not at that level yet. Never really was that level. And Floyd fought some of these guys like that same way. Marquez, like, come on, let's be real. He pulled Marquez up just so he could beat him down. Like, let's be real about it. It still doesn't take away from the accomplishments of either fighter, but every fighter that's been that top guy has done it.
The fighters gotta do what's best for them, because I'm sorry, I see firsthand how these fans switch. They switch very quickly. If you lose, they love you today, they hate you tomorrow, then they love you again. So it's just like you got to do whatever is best for you. So if Canelo knows that the money's out there and he's just, hey, I know the money's out there, so I'm gonna ask for it. Like closed mouths don't get fed.
Everybody deserves to get paid the most for a fight. You're putting your life on the line at the end of the day. So
yeah. So if I know I could get the money, I'm gonna ask for it too.
Yep. Like, if there's 100 million out there, give me that 100 million.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Why wouldn't you ask for it? That's crazy. That is crazy.
And you know what? Let's say it doesn't happen this year. Let's say Benavidez ends up fighting better BF or Bivol at 175. He becomes undisputed. Canelo's still undisputed. To your point, how much bigger would that fight be? Undisputed versus undisputed, 168, 175. Like, you can get bigger than that. That would be huge everywhere.
Yeah, but that's the narrative people like. I personally don't think he's ducking him. I just think he knows how big this fight is and that he could get as much money as he wants out of this fight, and you gotta ask for it. So, like, if let's say if he actually gets the 200 million, I'm gonna say, damn, Canelo's a fucking smart ass businessman. He knew the money was out there, and he asked for it, and he got it.
Exactly.
So,
and see, if it's anybody else though, they're being smart. They're getting that money. They ain't scared. They're getting that money.
So it's just
it's Canelo. He's
that's what I feel like he was saying tonight. He was saying, hey, if the money's right, pay me the money. I'll fight him tonight.
Yeah,
The money's out there. The money's out there. So
yeah.
I don't think he's doing anything wrong. Yeah,
But
whatever.
I think the longer he waits, the more Benavidez is the favorite in that fight. I just I think
Yeah,
Benavidez
I
is
mean,
young and
because
strong,
Canelo's
and
getting older, I
yeah,
think he's losing. But did you hear what Canelo said about Munguia? He was just like, "Oh, he's slow."
yeah.
You know, he said he's a good fighter, but he's slow. I could see all his
All those
punches
punches,
coming
yeah.
before them. And
And you could
he
tell
said when I
because
was getting caught, he's like when I was getting caught, I was just being lazy and not. But he said you could see his punches.
yeah,
So,
you could see
you
when he
know,
would
I
turn his
feel like
head and the punch was barely on the way, and he
yes,
was already turned away from it. So yeah, he knew it.
yeah. And but to me, when he was saying that, I was just like, well, I feel like probably you were losing a step too,
Yeah,
Canelo. So the
you're
longer
still
you
getting
wait to
caught.
fight Benavidez, you're gonna be that guy that's slow and get caught too a little
Yeah,
bit more by Benavidez. So you gotta hurry up and
and
try to
get
get
it.
this money that
Yeah,
you want, so they can make this fight that we
and
all want.
and I think he'll get it because we know he always gets the big bag from from Mexican media. He gets all that money from over there, so he'll probably get 50 to 100 million on that side. If he could get
Hmm.
that 50, 55, 60 here, and then all the pay per views, because that'll probably do 1 million pay per views. I think um, it'll sell out, so he'll
That
probably
will sell
get that
out.
200.
Yes, they're not gonna have to promote
You
that
don't got to
much for
sell
that
that
fight.
fight.
That fight's already sold. It's already sold. It just needs to get made. That's it.
Just say Canelo
With the
Benavidez, and we're
Canelo
there.
money that he wants.
Yeah.
So
Just say Canelo Benavidez. We're there. We're ready for
yeah. So who do you
it.
think Canelo's gonna fight next? Do you think it's gonna be Benavidez in September?
I don't know.
They
As
gotta make this deal before September.
I don't know because it's like Jake Donovan said, the fights for Benavidez is in June. That's really close because it would be or yeah, he fights in June, July, August, September. How much time would he take if it's a tough fight and he gets cut? There's no way that fight happens. If he
Mm.
wins early, then yeah, I could see it, and I hope we see it. That would be perfect. That would be, as we've seen before, that would be the Super Bowl of boxing, and we deserve that type of fight. We deserve it. So I could see it, but there's that little piece of me
You
because
wouldn't want it to be like next Cinco de Mayo? Since like
there's, I would say, 30% of me that sees it happening in September. 15% of me says that Benavidez is going to be in a tough fight, so he can't do it, and we get it
can't
next
do
Cinco
it
de
in
Mayo.
September.
And we get it next
That
Cinco de
makes sense.
Mayo, and the rest of me says we get. You know what? Too, as much as I don't want to see it, I do think there's a solid shot we get Berlanga because I think it'll be that fight where Canelo puts a beating on a fighter, and then people say, "Hey, that Benavidez fight might be closer than what we think because of how bad he might beat Edgar over there."
Okay.
And who do you think he's
Well,
gonna get?
I hope he gets this next one, Benavidez, because I want to see him and Benavidez. I want to see him at the best he could be, and like the more the time passes by, you know, he's losing and stuff. But I want to see like a nice war, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to see that next. I don't want to see fucking Berlanga. Don't even say Bert. Don't say Lenga. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear Canelo at the same time. I don't want to see that fight. No, no, no. Berlanga and Plant. That's where that needs to go. I
Uh-huh.
don't Canelo and Berlanga. Eh, eh.
Would if Benavidez can't go and he doesn't go with Berlanga, would you be cool with Jamal Charlo?
Um, I don't want to see that either.
Would you feel better
I
about
want
that
to.
one than Berlanga though?
Yeah,
Yeah. And I'm only
yeah,
saying if Benavidez can't do it if he's cut or something.
yeah. I
But
guess, but
it's only Benavidez for me.
but he's not. But if he's okay to fight though, if
Yeah,
he's okay
it's
to
his
fight,
mental. I need his mental to be right.
yeah, because I don't feel like he's in any position right now to
No,
fight. So
no. But he's honestly he's the only other name that I see that I could say that I'm okay with. I don't see anybody else um, that's besides Benavidez. My list has always been Benavidez 1 to 5, Munguia 6, 7, Charlo 8 to 10. Those are the only three guys I could see. But it was Benavides all the way through, and then Munguia. So I was cool with Munguia because I feel Munguia earned it, but I don't see anybody else besides that. So Charlo, if nothing else, I could see.
Look at what Fotex says. He says no one's trying to see Bumlenga versus Canelo. I'll promote Team Street.
Oh
Yes,
man.
Todd the show says Canelo won't decide anything until late summer.
I
Yeah, so
think
right now
after
he's gonna have a couple of
yeah,
beers. It's Cinco de Mayo, right?
some
Viva Mexico.
VMC. Those drinks
Yeah,
are fire.
it's
If you
gonna
haven't had them, get one.
it's already Cinco de Mayo, so yeah, I
Exactly.
know everybody, all the Mexicans are celebrating.
Oh, it's going down.
It's, we might see a nice little clips of him drunk for the
Hey, they
celebrating
said
Cinco.
that the nail beats Benavides. I don't think so. I think Benavides is gonna win by the 8th round in that one with Gosvick. He's a good fighter. I
Who
know
said that in the chat? Somebody said
yeah,
that in the chat.
yeah.
Where is it? Oh, Boss can probably beat that. Yeah, okay. Wow, that's a big
Mm,
statement. Would you put money on it? But you
I
see,
don't
that's
know.
why I don't bet because I'm sorry. That's why I felt like Canelo was gonna win,
Yeah,
but I didn't know in what fashion
I honestly
and what
personally
round, and then
I
kind of
thought
like
ninth.
then
I
yeah.
thought it
See,
was
and I was
stoppage
just
in
like
ninth.
anything can happen. So, Munguia could have came and did something. He looked a little bit good in the first
Yeah,
couple of
he
rounds
looks early.
until he started feeling himself, and then Canelo humbled him. But you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was fun.
he did good. It was just that Canelo didn't put that
Yeah,
third gear. He
he
didn't want to
took
put him out. Like
he knew he could do it, and he said no. Now,
as
had
soon
he
as
done
but
it,
I knew that at the weigh-in.
yeah,
I knew that at the weigh-in because as soon as they like did the face off and they turned
shook
Canelo
hands
tapped
and
him on the shoulder.
hugged, and yeah,
Yeah, good
yeah.
kid, like type shit,
I like you. You're gonna do good. You're gonna do good in life, boy. Like that's what it
Yeah.
felt like. But Christine, yes, you gotta try it. Try the paloma. That tastes like squirt. It does not taste like no liquor. So that's the
It tastes like
dangerous
what?
part. Like squirt, the soda squirt.
I'm like, wait a minute now.
Not
I know this is late
pause.
night.
Pause.
Squirt. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
not come. Shh. This is a PG show.
Okay, well, I mean, it is 1:21 in the morning, so I was just like, wait, it
uh,
tastes like squirt.
uh,
The fuck?
the soda, the grapefruit soda squirt. It tastes
You have to say that.
okay.
Because I don't know. A lot of people do not drink that soda, so they don't even know what that is.
Well, Mexicans know what that is. So
Okay,
Mexicans know what that drink is.
sorry.
You know you drink a squirt, you clear all your illness, your
That
cold,
just
your
sounds
flu.
crazy. That
But
sounds so crazy, but
okay, so it
okay.
tastes like a grapefruit soda. I'll put it that
A
way. Well,
grapefruit. Okay. Oh, so that's what squirt tastes like? A
yeah,
grapefruit? It's a grapefruit soda?
yeah.
Oh, I never had it. Dude.
So yeah,
I thought it was like a Sprite or something.
um, yeah, yeah. I mean, no, Sprite's like more citrusy, I guess. So to me, that's the taste I get from it when I taste the soda. I taste more grapefruit than citrus or lemon. But yeah, no,
But you know what? Mexicans are freaky. You're talking calling a damn soda squirt. The hell?
but
Wait,
that
is this?
they don't that doesn't mean the same in Mexico. Like they don't say squirt for that thing in Mexico. That's not what they call it. But it's a good
Sorry.
drink, and it's like 7 Up is to people here, where they say you drink it when you're sick. It's the same type of thing.
Okay, you see, because 7 Up tastes to me a little bit like Sprite. So,
Yeah, but
that's
7 Up
all.
a little better to me. Sprite, if you get
So a
Sprite,
grapefruit soda.
yeah,
I never had a grapefruit soda.
it's good. It's
But
good.
it's bitter?
No, no, it's
Okay.
you know what? If I was to say when you drink it cold, like when you would get a Sprite from McDonald's, you know how it feels like that, all
If you
that
drink it,
fizz.
it's probably tastes like Sprite. But if you drink it like a room temperature and it's a grapefruit soda, I feel like it would be
It's not bitter, but
sour,
I wouldn't.
bitter.
I don't drink anything at room temperature. It could be 20 degrees outside. I need my
I'm sorry. I
water
don't even know
cold.
how we got into a conversation on like squirt soda.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, so Paloma is probably the best one. I don't fuck with Jamaica, so I don't drink that. The margarita
Are
one
you
is good too.
doing like anything for Cinco de Mayo today? Like, are you making tacos and tequila?
I'm actually going to the beach tomorrow, or since it's still 10
Yeah,
something
today.
here, I'm going to the beach
Oh
in
yeah.
the day tomorrow. So yeah, so
Oh, so
that's
it's
what
not
I'm.
Cinco de Mayo where you're at yet. So
No,
it's Cinco de Mayo over here. So woo
yeah,
woo woo.
exactly.
Viva Mexico.
But yeah, so I'm gonna be going to the beach, and that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I did my little barbecue today, so it was good.
Do you think I feel like Canelo and Munguia they're gonna be celebrating together tonight,
Probably
having beer, because he did not hurt that man like he could have. So he's gonna invite him to his after
he
party,
might.
and they're gonna be celebrating. It's gonna be mariachi bands and
Yeah.
tequila everywhere.
What do you
It's gonna
think
be a good
Ryan's gonna
time.
be at?
He's gonna be right there, pouring the drinks up. He's gonna be mixing the drinks. He's
Oh
gonna be
man.
mixing the drinks. He's, you know what? And he might mix something he's not supposed to
Yeah.
mix in there. So you know what? Be careful
Everybody,
tonight.
watch out.
Don't let nobody mix your drinks.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
So it was good talking with you. I know we talked about this real quick about it. You ain't as toasted as you made it sound you're gonna be. So,
No, because I started drinking water when
oh
I tweeted that because I was like, you know what? It's gonna be late when we start this, so let me start drinking water.
yeah.
So I don't want to be on Mike's lives drunk as fuck, and then people clip this and be like, look at that drunk old lady
Well,
talking
you
boxing.
you still started talking about squirt and stuff, so you were a little still tipsy. I could
No,
feel.
you started talking about squirt,
I
and I
meant it
was
as
just
a
like, I
drink. I meant it as a
didn't
drink.
know there was a drink. I don't be
It's
drinking
just
squirt. Sorry.
oh man, but so yeah, thank you for coming on again. Had fun. Let everybody know where to follow you at, what you do, and all the other shows you got
Okay,
going
yes.
on.
Yeah, so on Wednesdays, you could always catch myself, Christine, and Crystal on Women Crushing on Wednesdays on In the Ring with Christine's channel. Um, then I haven't been live on my page in a while. I said I was going to do it yesterday, but
Yeah.
this is a crazy weekend for my nephew's got prom coming up, so we've been doing a lot of stuff. So, but I promise I'm gonna try to go live more on my page too, people. I want to say go Knicks. You know, and you can follow me on my page, on my YouTube page, Knockouts with Nayka. On Instagram, it's Knockouts with Nayka. On Twitter, it's
Boxing
boxing
Bird.
underscore bird 81. Follow with caution. uh, but yeah, thanks for having me, Mike.
Thank you. And then with me, man,
I
you
made
guys.
sure I wasn't drunk because I was drinking and I was just like, I don't know, we gotta be live soon.
Yeah, that's why I got my water too. But with me, Twitter at Wolf2988, Instagram, I want to say it's Mike31289, YouTube 26 Sports, easy to follow. This Thursday, actually, we're still locking down the details, but this Thursday, I'm actually going to have Frank Martin on as we talk about the press conference and the fight coming up with Tank. Got a lot coming
Oh,
up
that's
on my
awesome.
YouTube and more work coming up with TikTok. So everybody follow, like, subscribe. I should be also in San Diego for Navarrete out there. So a lot of content coming your guys' way. But yeah, so everybody that tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Nayka, thank you for coming on. And it was a good night of fights, and we'll see you guys next week.